Hey, Taz B here. Just want to give you an update. One, I am doing good. Everything's working right. I feel great. And then the second update will be on my garden, and we're gonna start off with a kind of a combination of both my pepper challenge with John and the rest of my wild garden. So the highlight is my pepper challenge with John. I have got 4 peppers coming up, and I've got a ton of blossoms going on right now, which is awesome. This guy, I cannot tell if it is a pepper plant or if it's a weed. If I could get some help from the more experienced gardeners out there, leaves are similarly shaped, but they do differ because of these ridges. So I do not know. I could definitely use some help. I know that little guy is a pepper plant because the leaves are exactly the same as these two guys. Uh, and I was thought I was gonna have some more pepper plants come up and germinate, but it just didn't work out. And this is my pole bean plant, and I am finally starting to get some blossoms on it. So hopefully I'll start seeing some pods come up on that, and I need to get some of these leaves that are not doing so good out of there. So I've got a couple of blossoms, so hopefully it'll start taking off. And unfortunately, my wild garden, the rest of the wild garden is suffering. We've been having triple digit temperatures, and I think maybe watering a little too much to try to compensate for that because I got a lot of yellow on the leaves, and the squash is just not getting any bigger. And this is my first time of really trying to do a garden. So, and unfortunately, my poor tender greens, the plant has completely died. All 3 of them. But I did get some green beans out of them. So that's that kind of disappointing. And then my tomato plant here in the topsy turvy, which is part of my unusual container challenge, it's still fighting. It's still green, but it's not doing as well as I hope. But at least it's still alive. Maybe when it starts cooling down, it will get bigger and thrive and flourish. But to be honest, I thought it was a goner like 3 or 4 weeks ago, so I'm glad to see that it's still surviving. So the tip and the takeaways that I'm taking from this: one, out of everything, by far my container is doing a lot better. Um, and our soil has got a lot of clay in it, I think, and I think that's why my wild garden is not doing so well outside of the hot temperatures. So I think if I continue and try to do this again next year, I think I'm going to focus on more of a container type growing strategy as opposed to directly in the ground, and as opposed to Gail's raised beds. Though her raised beds are doing really good. We got 3 raised beds and 2 elevated beds that she's got. Those seem to be doing the best, far better than the direct grounds here. And I think it's just because our ground has got a lot of clay in it. It's real sandy. So we would have to do some major uh, composting to go directly to ground. But I think, like I said, if I try to do this again next year, I think for myself, I'm just going to concentrate on nothing but container gardening because obviously that looks the best by far compared to everything that I have. So, guys, I want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart for all the prayers and all the well wishes. I assure you guys that I am great and I am fine. And John, you saw the peppers. I'm finally getting off to a good start, and I just hope they get bigger. And we'll see. You know, I might be first time gardener, but hopefully I can surprise you, pull it off, and get an upset. But if I don't, at least I didn't give up, and at least I'm still kicking and screaming. But anyways, guys, be good to one another, love one another. Tasby out.